Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. To all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is Amatazah from the Chicago camp, coming back at you again with another lesson entitled Wrong Spirit to Be In. All right. All right. And you see that on the end, that's a claim. All right. So, so get that claim out the way. All right. Um, Very pretty young lady. I saw a short from Destro Reborn. All right. I like to watch this Destro Reborn uh, channel. Uh, Apostle Tahar put me up on it. All right. So he brought it out. And that's how I found out about it. So this channel is pretty much dedicated to uh, the knothead woman and their hypergamy, right? And so it just basically chronicles all the wrong decisions and everything these women make here on this earth. So it's pretty entertaining. Get a lot of lessons out of it. Anyway, this young lady here, all right, and the reason why I didn't take this short, just because all of the fair use issues and stuff like that, I didn't even feel like doing it. All right, the picture is enough. She's cute. All right, so anyway, she gets on there and she's like, I'm going through my man's phone. You can see it right there on the bottom. I'm going through your phone. She was like, I don't care what nobody say. I'm going through your phone. She got the head moving and everything, right? So immediately when watching this, I said, whoa, she in the wrong spirit to be in. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 11:8. It says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. See, that's something that you have to understand, right? Now, she's not going to understand because, of course, she's not born again. All right, but when you're born again, you understand the order. Okay? Let's look what happened when the man listened to the woman. This is Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman, he said, talking about the Lord, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. All right. So the Lord said that the husband is going to rule over the wife. All right. He also said that in sorrow, right, in that pain, they were going to bring, or the woman was going to bring forth children. Okay. So you can't get around it. All right. Now the doctors try to get around it and try to give you an epidural, all right, and sometimes that does much more damage, all right, and the woman is always suffering from shooting pain in her back because they try to numb the pain, all right. But the Lord said you were going to have pain. Verse 17, it says, and unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife. You see what the order is. She's supposed to listen to you. You're not supposed to listen to her. Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, to thy return unto the ground, for out of it was thou taken. For dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. So that's what listening to her got us, okay? Adam listened to Eve, okay? All right, and did exactly what the Lord said don't do, and that got us working by the sweat of our brow to eat. When the state was different, okay? It wasn't arduous. You know, everything was beautiful and grew in abundance. All right, and it wasn't. He was. Adam wasn't fighting in the garden to produce food like today. All right. Today, uh, the ground doesn't even bring forth food unless Esau's putting chemicals in the ground. All right. There's no nutritional value in the food today. Okay. Not in mass farming. They have to put uh, anhydrous ammonia into the ground. Okay. To produce the nitrogen just to grow crops because this man doesn't keep the land Sabbaths. Okay. All right. So there's two examples or two words going into this next portion. It says the example is Sarah, right? So there's two words, subjection and Lord. Okay. Because the Lord is going to memorialize Sarah, all right, and her behavior. All right. So the words that we're going to look at is subjection and Lord. Subjection is G5293 hypotasso. All right. It says, so this is subjection, to arrange under, to subordinate, to subject, put in subjection, to subject oneself, obey, to submit to one's control, to yield to one's admonition or advice, to obey, be subject. The word was a Greek military term meaning to arrange in a military fashion under the command of a leader. In non-military use, it was a voluntary attitude of giving in, cooperating, assuming responsibility, and carrying a burden. All right, so that's what subjection means. So when we get to subjection, now you know what it means. All right, the scripture also says that Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. All right, this is the Greek word uh, G2962, Kyrios. All right, he to whom a person or thing belongs. All right, see, the woman is a possession. It says, about which he has power of deciding, master, Lord, the possessor and or disposer of a thing, the owner. So the Lord is the owner, one who has control of the person, the master. In the state, the sovereign prince, chief, the Roman emperor. Uh, the Lord is a title of honor expressive of respect and reverence with which servants greet their masters. Okay? This title is given to the Most High and the Messiah. Okay? All right. So again, the example is Sarah. All right. So here you have, this woman saying, I'm going through his phone. Okay. That's the wrong spirit to be in. Okay. She's definitely not in subjection to her man going through her phone. He can go through your phone. You can't go through his phone. This is 1 Peter 3:1. It says, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. All right, so that's really going into the conduct. Okay, so the Lord is talking about the conduct of the woman can win over the husband if he's not a believer. All right, so let me read that again. It's 1 Peter 3:1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives, while they behold your chaste or chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit. Okay? That means the putting on of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High of great price. Okay? That's what the Lord is looking at. It says, for after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in the Most High adorned themselves. Okay? So that's how the women adorn themselves, not in, flashy clothes and sparkly hair and gold and, no. It was the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, or the putting on of a meek and quiet spirit. Verse 5, for after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in the Most High adorned themselves. They put on that meek, right, and quiet spirit, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. Okay? Whose daughters ye are, as long as you do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Now, what you have here is a memorial. The Lord is memorializing Sarah in Scripture. He's memorializing her conduct. All right? Something to be remembered. The men of the Lord will have supernatural protection. Okay? So you're not going to have this proud spirit. All right? All right, that this pretty young thing, had. She had that proud spirit. The men of the Lord gonna have supernatural protection in these evil days to come. Isaiah 33:6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. All right. And it also says, Isaiah 32:2, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. A great rock in a weary land is providing protection from the sun. Okay? All right. So, here we go. Battery. All right. So basically, the man is going to be the protection. All right. The man of the Lord. And because he knows this truth, and because the Lord is dealing with him, the women gonna come. All right. So that whole idea, I'm going through his phone. You can just forget about that. That spirit, that's the wrong spirit to be in. All right. You have no choice but to share. Isaiah 4:1 in closing. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. All right. So that's what's going to happen. And of course, that 7 just represents, a complete number. All right. It can be way more. But the idea is we coming into perilous times. All right. And as the Lord is dealing with the men of the Lord, the women going to come. And they're not going to be in the spirit of, I'm going through the phone. I'm going through the phone. All right. So I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one. Shalom.